Todos, ahí están, estamos. Siempre hay uno que otro problemita técnico, pero eso se resuelve. Vamos arrancando, ¿verdad?
Hey, if you're just tuning in to this live broadcast, this is Unicorn Riot. We are in St. Paul, Minnesota, where there is a protest going on right now in solidarity with Puerto Rico, a Ricky Renuncia protest.
No nos parará ni el que no crea que haga la prueba. No nos pararán. Decimos no, no, no nos pararán. Decimos no, 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 no nos pararán ni el que no crea que haga la prueba. No nos pararán.
Si signs here, y fuera, Ricky Renuncia. This is Jen reporting to you live here from Rice Park. Puerto Rican flag. Let's go back up by the big flag. This sign here says, Puerto Ricans in Minnesota gritamos, Ricky Renuncia. Puerto Ricans in Minnesota are screaming, are yelling, get rid, Ricky resign, referring to Ricardo Rosello, who is the governor of Puerto Rico. If you are just tuning in, we're in St. Paul, where we're at this solidarity protest. In solidarity with the Puerto Ricanos who are protesting their governor. Leaked chats recently enraged the public of Puerto Rico. Protests have lit up on the island and also all across the world in solidarity with Puerto Ricans' demand for the governor to resign.
no nos pararán y el que no crea que haga la prueba, no nos pararán. Gente, we say it one more time again. Today, as Puerto Ricans, as people, we march, we scream, we play music, demanding the resignation of the governor of Puerto Rico, Ricardo Rosselló, for disrespect to our women, to our LGBT community. Most of us who are deceased after the worst catastrophe in Puerto Rican history. These people have the audacity to make fun of the less fortunate, of some of us who lost it all, who lost our families. They were feeding themselves with a big spoon of the money of hearts who worked in Puerto Rico. To reading about our country. And because of that, with the 1 million Puerto Ricans that marched today in San Juan, we make our voices heard. And we say stop. And we say no more. And we
Hey,
say renuncia.
if you're just tuning in, this is Jen from Unicorn Riot live in St. Paul, where there's currently a solidarity march happening in solidarity with the island of Borikén, Puerto Rico, and the demand of Puerto Ricans for the governor to resign in the wake of leaked group chats, including the governor and other government officials that were misogynistic and violently so, calling for specific violence against female members of the public and also politicians.
Las tristezas en las que estamos, las alegrías en las que estamos. ¿Y saben qué? Yo estoy bien alegre. I am very happy. Happy because the people of Puerto Rico united and woke up. And they said, we sent a clear message. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Y llévate a la Junta. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Y llévate a la Junta. Oye, Ricky, tú tienes una petecina. Oye, Ricky, tú tienes una petecina. ¿A qué? ¿A qué? A sabandija. ¿A qué? ¿A qué? A sabandija. Oye, Ricky, tú tienes una petecina. Oye, Ricky, tú tienes una petecina. ¿A qué? ¿A qué? A sabandija. ¿A qué? ¿A qué? A sabandija. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Y llévate a la Junta. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Y llévate a la Junta. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Ricky, renuncia. Y llévate a la Junta. Viene a sorprender que se escuche, no se pueden callar porque aquí ninguno de nosotros nos vamos a callar. Nosotros vamos a seguir. ¡Me suena! Y digo no, no, no nos pararán. Y digo no nos pararán. Y el que no crea que hará la prueba.
You'll notice that this march and other marches around the world taking place around this time. This is the Puerto Rican flag with the red, the white, and the sky blue. You also see other flags that are the similar flag, but black and white.
Renuncia, renuncia, renuncia y llévate a la Junta. Renuncia, renuncia, renuncia y llévate a la Junta.
Vamos a entrar al parque y seguimos. Ricky,
Renuncia,
Ricky,
renuncia.
Ricky. Denuncia. Denuncia y llévate a la Junta. Denuncia. Denuncia. Denuncia.
Y llévate a la Junta. Denuncia. Denuncia. Denuncia y llévate a la Junta. Denuncia.
Renounced charlatan. Borikén ha dado la señal. Borikén has sent the signal. Thanks for tuning in to our live stream. We're all volunteer-run collective, all volunteer-operated collective. Consider making a tax-deductible donation to us on our websites. We also have a Patreon. We have the ability to accept cryptocurrency, and we have other ways of being funded. It says celebrating the Cuban Revolution, 26th of July. I may be mistaken, but I believe this is Rice Park in St. Paul. This large Puerto Rican flag says "Together as one." Can't read the last
Ricky,
Renuncia.
Ricky.
Renuncia y llévate a la Junta.
Puertorriqueña.
Eso. Despierta, borinqueño, que han dado la señal.
Esta vez es sueño, que es hora de luchar. A ese llamar patriótico, corazón, verlo será simpático. El sonido del cañón, nosotros queremos la libertad. Nuestros machetes no la darán. Vámonos, borinqueños, vámonos ya. Que nos espera ansiosa la libertad, la libertad, la libertad, la libertad, la libertad.
¡Huepa!
Que venga gente nueva a gobernar con dignidad. ¡Fuera la corrupción!
Hurricane Maria didn't separate my family. Didn't separate me from my family. It was the ineptitude of the governor and the negligence of his chancellors. Ethics begin at home. Ética comienza en casa. If you're just tuning in, we are live from St. Paul, where there is currently a solidarity protest going on in solidarity with Puerto Ricans who are demanding the resignation of their governor. It's probably 200-300 people here. Some protesters last night had set a deadline for the governor to resign of midnight last night, which did not happen.
Reafirmamos nuestro compromiso y nuestro apoyo al pueblo de Puerto Rico.
Es importante tú eso.
¡Basta del abuso!
¡Basta!
¡Basta de la tiranía!
¡Basta!
¡Basta de la corrupción! Estamos exigiendo contundentemente en apoyo del millón de personas que hoy marcharon en Puerto Rico. Y demandamos la renuncia del gobernador de Puerto Rico. ¡Basta ya! Casi 5.000 personas murieron.
¡Basta ya!
Mientras esta gente estaba haciendo chistes. Mientras esta gente se estaba burlando de nuestras mujeres, de nuestras comunidades, de los sordos, de las personas sobrepeso, de la comunidad LGBT, de las personas de escasos recursos. Se burlaban porque nos estaban muriendo. Nos robaron el futuro, les robaron el futuro a nuestros niños. Y aún así tienen la desfachatez y la cara de chuda de exigir que se les perdone y que se les permita terminar su mandato. Y decimos que no. No vamos a ser. Ricky Rosselló tiene que abandonar su puesto y dejar que los puertorriqueños tomemos el camino y tomemos nuestro futuro en nuestras manos. ¡Ricky!
¡Denuncia!
¡Ricky!
¡Denuncia!
¡Ricky!
¡Denuncia!
¡Y ya te juro por carajo!
Boricuas en Minnesota. Estamos presentes. Siempre pa'lante, siempre. Siempre. Mi nombre es María Isa. Thank you so much. It feels so much love. So much love for our island that's been through so much trauma, and not just with Huracán Maria. With over 100 years of colonialism.
Move away from the
And
generator.
before that even more, right? And we're fed up. We're done being treated this way. Our people are strong. Those 3 red stripes right there represent our blood, nuestra sangre, nuestras raíces. Those 3 red stripes, for those of you who don't know what that flag is representative for, those 3 red stripes represent the 3 bloods that are in us that make us so resilient. Because we've learned to survive with so much flavor, with so much cultura. And we're gonna get through this. And we've had enough. red stripes, el africano, el indígena taíno y el español. Y esa estrella, that symbolizes that star for our islita that stands in el Caribe very strong. And that blue triangle reflects the beautiful sky that came out for us in Minnesota today with the sun. We have a little bit of Puerto Rico, not just here in this platform, but that sun reminds us today that we had to keep showing up. We had to keep showing up stronger than ever. That blue also represents the waters that mixed all those three bloods to make us, and through history we have survived so much. From el esclavo to the jíbaros, to those who came here as a strong diaspora to make sure that our rights belong to us. Siempre, siempre. Special thanks to Puerto Ricans and Minnesota Committee and everybody who made this possible today. Yourselves who showed up con nuestra bandera, nuestros corazones, nuestras voces y esa plena y bomba rica que va a continuar sonando hasta las 6:30 aquí en San Pablo. I want to pass the mic to someone who's representative of Puerto Ricos, Boricuas, who came to Minnesota, not only working and fighting for Minnesotans, but also goes back to her island to make sure that our people are not forgotten. It is with honor to give the mic to State Senator Melissa Lopez Francing.
Ya el comisionado Rafael Ortega que llegó, por favor, únase con nosotros al frente. Aquí estamos los tres, me parece que somos tres hasta ahora electos aquí en Minnesota. ¿No lo escuchan? ¿Más alto? Ahí. Somos hasta ahora tres representantes en el gobierno de Estados Unidos que somos de Puerto Rico. El comisionado Rafael Ortega aquí de Ramsey County. Mi amigo y hermano aquí en la Cámara de Representantes de Minnesota, Carlos Mariani, que lleva representándonos en el estado por muchísimos años y yo llevo solamente 7 años, pero todo de verdad que me conmueve tanto y me da tanto orgullo estar aquí en Minnesota y poder representar a nuestra patria. Y como estuvimos aquí juntos cuando el huracán María, todos ustedes dijeron presente, enviamos provisiones y alimentos y nos unimos como patria, no como partidistas, no como personas que todos estamos unidos. Todos los colores juntos. Como mi familia, que mi abuelito fue uno de los primeros que firmó para ser del Partido Independentista, mi otro abuelo PNP y mi mamá una melón. Pero todos aquí estamos otra vez unidos porque hay que decir presente y de verdad que basta ya el abuso. Yo llevo aquí en Minnesota desde 2001 y vine aquí a estudiar, como muchos de nosotros venimos a trabajar, a estudiar, nos casamos y llegamos a otro estado, pero ahora estamos en el momento crítico donde tenemos que unirnos como patria, como humanos y decir que ya basta los abusos. Estamos en política en Minnesota y siempre hay cosas que no nos gustan, pero lo que está pasando en Puerto Rico ya tiene que ya terminar y ya basta. Mi primera protesta fue una similar a la de hoy, pero hace muchos años cuando estaba en el poli estudiando y marchamos pacíficamente cuando estábamos protestando la Marina, el US Navy en Vieques. ¿Y qué sucedió? Juntos llegamos a hacer que la Marina se fuera de Vieques, ni una bomba más y ni un abuso más. Así que para todos ustedes un placer conocer que hay muchas caras nuevas aquí en Minnesota, boricuas y aliados y amigos. Estamos aquí para servir, para representar a nuestra patria, no importa en qué trabajo y no importa cuán lejos estemos fuera de Puerto Rico, porque somos boricuas aunque naciéramos en la luna. Y de verdad que lo que pienso es que tenemos que unirnos ahora más que nunca, porque esto no va a parar. El abuso no va a parar con Puerto Rico, no va a parar con la frontera. no va a parar con nuestros amigos LGBTQ, no va a parar con las personas que necesitan más atención y las personas que necesitamos más, y la pobreza en Puerto Rico y la gente que está luchando día a día. Tenemos que unirnos para como nunca antes. Y ahora no creo que pueda traducir todo eso en inglés, pero in English, I'm not going to translate everything, but I just want to say thank you. I've been so honored to be in the Minnesota Senate, and always with the Puerto Rican patch and the Puerto Rican blood. Here with me we have Commissioner from Ramsey County, Rafael Ortega, and we also have Carlos Mariani, representative in the Minnesota House, and I'm the only sole Puerto Rican in the Minnesota Senate for the last 7 years. My district represents all of Edina, West Bloomington, Eden Prairie, Minnetonka. Yes, I know Puerto Ricans do exist in the western suburbs. And it's been an honor to represent not just my district, but the state of Minnesota and all the issues that we work together, because they're the same issues whether they're in Puerto Rico or in Minnesota. We all care about healthcare. We all care about education. And that is when we have tragedies like Hurricane Maria, where we all come together and chip in, and we send food and provisions to Puerto Rico, not caring what political party we were from, not caring where we were from. We all stood together, and now we have to do the same thing. I remember the first time I protested in Puerto Rico when I was in the University of Poli, San Germán, Inter-American, Poli! And those, we did the protest for the Navy, to take the Navy out of Vieques, would stop the bombings in Vieques. And what did we accomplish together? We got them out. We stopped the bombings in Vieques. The fight isn't over, but that is what happens when we come together, and that is what we need to do now. We've gone through the Hurricane Maria, but this hurricane, or the political hurricane that we've been in for many, many centuries, has to stop. Puerto Ricans deserve better, U.S. citizens in Puerto Rico deserve better, and we are here in solidarity to make that happen. So thank you for being here, thank you for giving me an opportunity to be part of the program, and thank you for showing up, because I didn't think we had this many Puerto Ricans in Minnesota. Representative Carlos Mariani.
Oye, qué día bonito, ¿verdad? ¿Tú sabes qué? Está bonito no solo por el sol, ni el viento, ni los árboles, pero un día bonito porque aquí, unido, está la diáspora boricua de Minnesota. Entonces, somos un raíz fuerte, somos bien fuertes. Yo soy del barrio boricua de Chicago. Humble Park. Yeah. Entonces ya pronto voy a convertir a inglés porque tú sabes cómo es. Pero saben que de verdad me da mucho orgullo verlo todo, y más que todo nosotros mostrando nuestro compromiso con nuestros hermanos y hermanas en la isla. Because they need us, we need them. And what's happening in San Juan is happening in San Juan because it has to happen there, ¿verdad? Pero también es happening in Hong Kong. También es happening en la frontera. También es happening on the north side of Minneapolis. It's happening in Frogtown on the west side of St. Paul. En los barrios de San Antonio, de Bronx, de Manhattan, East Los Angeles, Philly. It's happening everywhere. ¿Y por qué? Because we believe in ourselves. We believe in human dignity. Human dignity knows no boundaries. There ain't no barrier, there ain't no border to human dignity. Y lo que vimos en Puerto Rico was in many ways a gift with this governor, because he used his own words and his own conversations with los abusadores on the island to make it real clear what they think about the people, what they think about humanity. And we are here to say no. We are here to say we have a different vision. Nosotros somos la luz. All around the world, you have right-wing, anti-democratic, anti-human political activities happening. The wrong people getting in power and hurting other people. And guess what? Like we always have, the Boricuas are front and center, standing up and saying, no, we got a different view of the world, baby. Gracias por estar aquí, because being here means you're giving giving our sisters and our brothers everywhere the energy, the love, the care, the presence that we all need to fight this fight. Que Dios lo bendiga. Gracias.
Thank you everybody for being here. I'll just take a few seconds. I can't add to what my colleague said. I'm the New Yorican in the crowd. I just want to say that the struggle that we faced most recently for the last couple of years, I look at it as an opportunity because I think Puerto Ricans, as you all being here, we should be leading. We should be leading not just for Puerto Ricans, but for everybody in this country that faces the same situations. We got to change the direction of this country for everybody. We got to make sure that the people in our communities, in all communities, that poor people have the ability to rise. We come from poor neighborhoods. We come from poor families, and we had opportunities. Those opportunities should be given to everybody, to all Puerto Ricans, to everybody in this country. We're in a position to lead. That's what you're doing today. That's what you're showing as an example to your kids. So thank you for being here, and thank you for la lucha. Keep going. Thank you.
At the Boricuas born in Minnesota. Let me hear y'all. I want to thank you guys for being here, you know, because I'm Puerto Rican. And like Melissa said, Boricuas we are, whether we're born on the moon. There's probably someone up there made it there from some Arecibo trip. Never know, right? But it's so beautiful to see our presence here in Minnesota, not only through the legislation, not only through local officials and politicians, but also through the arts. And we have a lot of artists here, but also artists for the people. When you get inspired by the movement, it's something to reflect on, and it brings so much creativity. And I want to bring Ricardo Levens Morales up, because this is a man who does that. In Minnesota, we get to be reminded of why we have to keep voicing for our people here. The stories are important, whether it's through visual, music, theater, like my hermano Javier over here. I just want you to recognize that the artists here in Minnesota are allowed to resist so strongly and get the support from Minnesota as Boricuas. Tufa Juan, Rafael Gonzalez, Banjo. Because when the powers that be say something needs to happen, the artists are the first one to jump. The artists are the first ones to pick up. And together we can unify that. We're not just rappers singing on stage or playing drums. We sacrifice our lives every day through what we create, so that we can build peace and harmony, and that our people can be treated equally and with respect. I'm going to pass the mic to Javier Murillo.
¿Cómo estamos? My name is Javier Murillo. I've lived in Minnesota for 19 years. I am from Miami, Puerto Rico. Canal Zone of Panama. My father was a U.S. Army. He's a U.S. Army veteran. He served in Vietnam 2 tours. The histories of the United States and Puerto Rico are intertwined. And so it's no surprise that the diaspora is here today. We all who were here, we cried, we were frustrated when after Hurricane Maria, our dead were not even counted. And after Hurricane Maria, there was an expression in Puerto Rico se levanta. Puerto Rico will rise. And in that moment, se levanta, will rise meant we will dust ourselves off. when we get knocked down. But levantar also means to rise up against tyranny, to rise up against injustice, and that is what is happening now. Puerto Rico. Let's be clear about what this is about, because our chant has been saying, Ricky renuncia y llévate a la Junta, take the Junta with you, because a lot of Americans don't know that Puerto Rico, the governor right now is a figurehead, a puppet, and that he must submit his budgets to an unelected junta that's filled with Wall Street financiers who've made themselves rich off the misery of our people.
That's right.
And today, and this last week in Puerto Rico and across the world, Puerto Ricans are saying, basta ya, enough. I am, as a gay Puerto Rican here, living here, I gotta say, the pueblo de Puerto Rico, the people of Puerto Rico standing up against misogyny and against anti-LGBTQ hatred that this governor displayed is a beautiful thing. But this is not about my personal offense. This is about all of us, because the people on that chat are corrupt. They have been stealing money from people who have been starving and suffering. And we're here to say, enough. Donald Trump, the corruption in Puerto Rico. We hate the corruption there just like we hate the corruption in your administration and in your family. Because he's out here saying, oh, the Puerto Rican people are naturally corrupt. The same Puerto Rican people are protesting corruption. And it's after the hurricane and his refusal to support, to help starving people who are also U.S. citizens. We will never forget. But these two are the same, because at the heart, the relationship of Puerto Rico and the United States itself is fundamentally corrupt.
Yes, sir.
And we all may have different solutions to what the path out is out of that. But right now, Puerto Ricans are united across Puerto Rico, here in Minnesota, across the United States and the world to say, Ricky renuncia! Ricky renuncia! Ricky renuncia! Y llévate a la Junta! Renuncia! 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 Y llévate a la Junta! Ricky renuncia! Ricky renuncia! Ricky renuncia! Y llévate a la Junta!
Next on the mic, I want to bring out someone who was on the island. It was the first phone call that many of us here in Minnesota received while he was out there doing medical work after Irma. And he's been doing this for a very long time, not only as a servant of the medical field, but as a proud Boricua, who's wanted to see the liberation of his island, of his patria, and came here to Minnesota in the 70s. Yeah. He was 20.
If you're just tuning in to our live stream here, this is Jen behind the mic. I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota at a solidarity action organized by Puerto Ricans in Minnesota, PRIM. I'm going to walk around the other side here. Puerto Ricans around the world and those who understand the stakes here have been protesting against the governor of Puerto Rico, Ricardo Rosselló, and demanding that he resign. Let's go over here. Sorry.
Lo que ha ocurrido en Puerto Rico is monumental what's happened in Puerto Rico. The people have claimed their land. La gente ha honrado su tierra. Y escribí un poema muy corto. We rose to claim our land. To 10 days that shook the world. It's been 10 days since the beginning. To the silent revolt of Puerto Rico, July 2019. The world watchers mesmerized how a small nation, wounded by an evil hurricane, broke, exhausted, rose to fight tear gases and protect its dignity from corruption. A nation had fought to exhaustion to save wounded and homeless, now had to rise again as another crisis to destroy us thundered. Colonialism we will fight, corrupt leaders will go, the junta is going out, we arose to claim our land. We have survived as a proud nation for over 300 years. You will pass, Mr. Trump, but we never will yield. For these children of Aguaybaná, José de Diego, Albizu Campo, and Lolita Lebron, stand ready to take tear gases and prevail as a nation of principle to fight, fight, fight. We have fought your wars, your colonial gesture, your exploitation of our land, but we are noble, kind people with dignity as this action render us. Una más en español, very quick. Los boricuas fuera de Puerto Rico también sufren. Desde la diáspora de Estados Unidos, honrando a los que marchan por la dignidad de nuestra isla. Contemplo el sufrir de mi pueblo y mis brazos vuelan en la calle del Cristo a cubrir mi gente, mi pueblo, que lucha por salvar su dignidad y las de los afuera vivimos. Solo tengo en este momento lo único que puedo dar a mi gente, mi cansada voz y la poesía que llevo por dentro. Sepan lo que en la calle del Cristo dan la vida, que estos boricuas en la diáspora recluidos sufrimos mucho su dolor y servicio y le damos abrazos patrióticos sin olvido. Aquellos que crean que no hay patria, que miren nuestro pueblo enfrascado en defender el honor por muchos ofendidos y que jamás la patria caerá en el olvido. Adelante, boricuas en la isla, las diásporas sufre y lucha contigo y abraza con ustedes la mano estrellada que salvará el honor de la patria herida. Gracias.
Por acá, yo había vivido anteriormente, pero vino después del huracán, me dio un resbaño. Primero que nada les quiero agradecer. Creo que se me hizo esta causa, que se ha hecho. Nosotros hemos pasado por demasiadas muchas cosas en estos años, que lo que nos vamos a asustar ahora. Pasamos la catástrofe más brutal que hemos vivido, que fue el huracán. Pero estamos limpiando la casa. Y ese coraje, esa valentía y ese valor es digno de admiración. Aquí en Minnesota no somos tantos como tal vez Chicago, o tal vez Nueva York, o la Florida, pero está bien. Mientras estemos juntos y estemos operando de esta manera, estemos en contacto, estemos manteniéndonos firmes, estemos llevando nuestro nombre y nuestra cultura en alto, siempre vamos a vencer y vamos a triunfar. Gracias de verdad, nuevamente, porque María me llamó y nos pusimos de acuerdo y empezamos a movernos así de la nada. Entonces esto salió viernes y es nítido ver toda esta gente dándose cita aquí, todo el mundo apoyando y dejando saber, dejándonos escuchar. Gracias a la gente que ha participado, Carlos Mariani, Rafael Ortega, Melissa, María, Doctor Fiol, Javier, a Ángel por el sonido, a los muchachos con la música, a cada uno de ustedes que dejó lo que estaba haciendo, que yo sé que todo el mundo tenía cosas que hacer, y por su patria, por llevar esto para adelante, sacrificaron de su tiempo para estar aquí. Eso vale mucho para nosotros. Miren las caras de los que están en lo suyo. Reconózcanse, conózcanse, que esto tiene que seguir. La comunidad puertorriqueña aquí se ha unido, gracias a gente como Luis Ortega, como Elsa Vega Pérez, que desde los 800 están juntando a los puertorros para que todos estemos juntos. Y esto tiene que seguir. Para mí es un orgullo, es un honor estar aquí. Es un honor estar compartiendo el micrófono con gente como esta. Gracias a los medios de comunicación que vinieron a cubrirnos, a darnos voz, para que esto no se quede en el aire. Me informaron que en Telemundo en Puerto Rico estaban anunciando de la manifestación aquí en Minnesota. Estamos lejos, pero estamos conectados. Y en estos tiempos del internet, las distancias son nada. Así que yo quiero que se den un fuerte aplauso el mismo. Con el ladito artístico de la manifestación, eso también nos gusta, nosotros somos gente que nos gusta pasarla bien. Quiero que se escuche una vez más, y que se escuche en la isla. ¡Ricky!
¡Renuncia! 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 ¡Llévate a la Junta!
If you're just joining us, one of the organizers just invited people to get to know each other during this time. Thanks for tuning in to our live stream here in St. Paul, Minnesota at a solidarity action. There was a march earlier to this location, not far. There's a couple hundred people here this time, all coming out in solidarity with the demand of Puerto Ricans for the governor to resign. Renuncia ya is resign already. There was outrage experienced by many Puerto Ricans when there was leaked group chats where the participants, including the governor and other officials, made misogynistic comments, violently misogynistic comments bordering on femicide and also misogynistic or homophobic comments, LGBTQ phobic comments about Ricky Martin. There have been waves of protests all across the globe in solidarity with the island of Boricua since that discovery was made. Thank you to our viewers who support the work that we do. We couldn't do this without you. We're all donation based, so all volunteer operated. If you like what you see, consider giving us a tax deductible donation. You can do so via our website, unicornriot.ninja/support our work, or via other platforms that we are on, including Patreon and PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrency if that's your thing. Walking now. If you're tuning in from the United States of America, you may already know that there was a really big heat wave that passed through your area recently or is passing through your area right now. But here in Minnesota, it's 70s. We had a big storm the other day.
Que quiera cantar del Lelú. Yo no tengo nada ahora mismo para ver Lelú, pero si alguien la quiere cantar, ¿tú la quieres cantar, preciosa? Ah, dame a buscarlo.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estamos? Mi nombre es Eliana, llevo aquí como 15, casi 16 años. Y pues como muchos puertorriqueños, mi mamá decidió, pues tenemos que irnos para progresar, desafortunadamente. Y de verdad que me da mucho orgullo ver lo que está pasando en la isla, lo que está pasando en todo Estados Unidos, en todo el mundo, ver a todos los boricuas, todos los puertorriqueños, el diáspora uniéndose. Ver las calles de Puerto Rico, las calles de San Juan, las calles que yo jugaba cuando era niña, verlas llenas de gente, la verdad que me ha llenado el corazón de una manera que me siento sumamente orgullosa. Y lo que nos podemos dar cuenta es que todo este relajo, todo este dinero, toda esta corrupción, el gobierno lo ha hecho encima de las espaldas del pueblo. Y si el pueblo se levanta, el relajo se acabó. Right? If the people rise, they don't have, the government won't have the foundation to do what they've been doing to us. They can't do it anymore. And so I think it's really important moving forward that as Puerto Ricans, as people that identify as Puerto Ricans that support Puerto Ricans, as people that married into Puerto Rican families, that we unite together as one. Regardless of your partido, regardless of what you believe in, it's important that we come together as people because our little island has to survive. Our island has to survive. It's the biggest, most beautiful gift that the Caribbean has to offer. And it will live on and it will rise if we all rise together. So, gracias a todos por estar aquí. Vamos a cantar, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Preciosa, vamos a ver, ok. Yo sé lo que son los encantos de Borikén hermosa, por eso la quiero yo tanto,
siempre la llamaré preciosa. Yo sé de sus hembras trigueñas, sé del olor de sus rosas, por eso a mi tierra riqueña por siempre la llamaré. está por ahí. Mira, para allá atrás, mira la nena. Hay que renuncia para apoyar la casa, tú sabes. Ahora vamos a la banda.
¿Qué le va a dar acá?
Oye, ¿dónde está la campana?
Aquí hay una chiquita, la negra tuya no se está. La tuya buena no se está. La tuya buena. El transito, esa ahí la tiene atrás.
Esa está en el carrito de jinete de la nena.
Con los palitos. Los palitos. Los colorados.
Los negros, los palitos, esos son...
No, para tocar cuál.
Sí, pero eso es...
Si hay una campanita que te... Se me llevaron la campanita y ahora tenemos que buscarla con los palitos para tocar los cuá, para tocar los cuá. La maraca.
And if you're just tuning in to our live broadcast, this is Jen from Unicorn Riot bringing you this Ricky Renuncia local solidarity rally and protest in solidarity with Puerto Ricans' demand heard around the world that their governor, Ricardo Rosselló, resign post latest scandal involving the administration in Puerto Rico. Leaked group chats between the governor, other members of the administration, and possibly people that aren't even part of the administration. I don't remember that part, but these leaked group chats were full of some outlets are describing it as sort of bro talk, very misogynistic, violent things said about particular females. Also anti-LGBTQ statements, homophobic statements regarding Puerto Rican artist Ricky Martin. So Puerto Ricans, Boricuans around the world are rising up in demand for their governor to resign. You see the hashtag Ricky Resign, Ricky Renuncia on social media. This is just one solidarity protest taking place today in St. Paul, Minnesota. Watching this right now, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jen, part of the Unicorn Riot Collective. We do this work because of viewers like you. We're all donation-based, donation-funded. If you like what you see today, consider making a tax-deductible donation to us via unicornriot.ninja, our website, /support our work. This event is scheduled to go till 6:30 p.m. Central. We're going to go down here for the moment. Thank you for joining us today.
alguien que quieren hablar, decir algo al público.
Buenas tardes, lo voy a hablar un poquito en inglés para que la sepan. Yo soy de la generación de atrás, ya soy la abuela. Y viví en Puerto Rico, nací, me crié, fui a universidad. Y como muchos profesionales que hicimos nuestro bachillerato,